Hi, I'm Pastor Ralph with you again. In our first part of our story, we learned about Landon and Eric and Shannon, and they were playing baseball, and unfortunately, the ball was hit by Eric and it went high into the air and it went through the window and into what the boys and girl called the shadow house. And so when we left our story, Eric just met one of the people who was in the house, but it kind of frightened him. Suddenly a hand was on his shoulder. He whirled around. Sunlight from the doorway washed over the back of the man. His features were hidden in the shadow, but his size wasn't. He was big and tall, and his hand was huge, and his hand was still on Landon's shoulder. His other hand was tossing a ball in the air. Looking for this? Before Landon could answer, Eric's voice came from another room. Landon, come here. It's awesome. Shields and spears and knives. Come and see. Landon looked back up at the man. We were just playing ball. We didn't mean to break. Then another voice entered the room. It was Shannon's. Hey guys, there's soda in the fridge. Somebody must be here. Looks like you've made yourselves at home, the stranger's voice boomed in the empty parlor hall. Landon looked up at the face, still shadowed. He could see a heavy mustache in the shape of a strong jaw. Let's see what your friends have found, it said. Landon's stomach tightened as the strong hand guided him across the room. Through the doorway, he could see Eric on his knees beside an old chest, his back to Landon. Eric, Landon said softly. Eric didn't look up. Check it out, Landon. This chest is full of neat stuff. Beads and coins and, wow, here is a headdress with feathers and... Eric turned to show his find and then stopped at what he saw. The man behind Landon was snowy-haired and had bushy eyebrows. He wore a plaid shirt, blue overalls, work boots, and a big smile. It's all real, the older man explained. All from the heart of Africa. Melva, come in here. Looks like our neighbors have come to meet us. A small lady with gray hair tucked under a baseball hat appeared from the other room and smiled. I've already met one of them. Beside her stood Shannon, beaming and drinking a root beer. You must be Grandpa Josh, Shannon said. Melva told me your name. The old man's eyebrows lifted in delight. That's who I am. We've just returned from Africa. People call us retired missionaries, but there's no such thing. We're all missionaries, and we never retire. It's just that some of us go overseas, and some have to come home when they get too old. He winked at Shannon. That's me. How old are you? She asked. Old enough to know what matters and what doesn't. And old enough to know a few secrets. Here, sit down and tell me about yourselves. It suddenly occurred to Landon that he was the only nervous one in the room and that he didn't have to be. He let out a sigh and took a seat on a big stuffed couch. Bought this old house in an auction, Josh explained. We don't have much money, but we do have time, so we're going to fix her up. Where'd you get all this stuff? Eric asked, walking back to the wooden chest. Collected it through the years when we were in African countries teaching tribespeople about God. Go ahead and look. Eric didn't have to be told twice. He carefully pulled out more relics. A purple robe, a gold sash, an ivory bracelet. It goes on the ankle, Josh explained. Landon joined Eric at the chest and lifted out a bag of coins. Those aren't used anymore. An old man gave them to me. A Dutch trader had given them to him years ago. As the boys gathered around Josh and looked at the gold, Shannon took her turn at the chest. She reached inside and pulled out a cloth bag closed at the top with a drawstring. Out of the bag she pulled a book. The leather binding was soft. A strap locked it. You'll need a key to open it. Shannon hadn't realized Josh was looking. The key is around my neck, he explained, patting his chest. What kind of book is it? It's my most valuable treasure. It's a book of secrets. A book of what? Eric inquired. Secrets. Secrets learned in a life well lived. What kind of secrets? Landon asked, looking over Shannon's shoulder. Secrets of life. The kids looked up with confused expressions, so Josh explained. There are secrets to living well. This book contains the lessons learned by a man who sought the secrets of life. Did he find them? Some of them. What are they? A big smile spread beneath the long mustache. Ah, that's the first secret. You only hear them when you ask the question. What question? Josh's eyes twinkled. I'll know when I hear it, and you'll know when you ask it. And when we know, I'll open the book. But till then, we've got another matter to discuss. He rolled the baseball in his big hands. We're really sorry about the wind, Landon volunteered. Well, I'm glad you are. What do you think we ought to do about it? Learn from the mistake? Eric asked. Landon elbowed him. But Josh smiled. That's one thing we'll do, he assured. We don't have much money, Landon explained. Only $3.19 between all of us. Not enough to repair a window, eh? Josh replied. But I have an idea. This house needs a lot of work. What if I hire the three of you to clean up my yard in exchange for the window? It needs a lot of work, Shannon said. Well, it's either that or you could see if your parents could loan you the money. We'll handle the grass, Eric said quickly. Great. After you finish your drinks, I'll show you the tools. And so began the friendship with Josh and Melva, the missionaries who would teach Eric, Landon, and Shannon the secrets of life. Do you ever wonder about some of the secrets of life? There are lots of secrets that wise people have learned over the years. Maybe you'd like to continue coming along in this journey with me and see what some of the secrets are that Josh shares with our three children. Well, I hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.